What's up everybody, welcome back. It is loadout time and you guys voted for Omen, so that's exactly what we're going to do in this video. Now when it comes to Omen, I feel like it's pretty straightforward when it comes to loadout, when it comes to matching skins. Like most of the time the choices for Omen are pretty obvious. Most of you in the comments picked it up already, Elder Flame, Reaver and so on. So I don't really think there's going to be that much of a change compared to last video, but you guys voted for Omen in like every poll. You want to see this updated version, so we might as well just do it anyway. And with that being said, let's jump straight into the first skin. And I mean the first one already pretty obvious. You just have to go with the Reaver Dagger, Reaver Knife. It's a beautiful fit for Omen. It looks awesome and in my opinion one of the best knives in the game. But if you don't want to use that, you could also go with the Spline Dagger, for example. That one also goes pretty well with this colorway and this theme. But then again, you could also use the Singularity knife, for example. I personally don't like that knife too much, especially for its price. It really lacks animations, but it really looks good on Omen in terms of colorway. Now next up for the classic, I feel like in my opinion there's only one classic skin that goes really well with Omen, and that's the Spline Classic, the vanilla colorway. I mean, you could also use the Glitch Pop Classic, for example, the blue version, just because the colorway fits. But then again, the theme of Glitch Pop and Omen doesn't match. And the same goes for the Forsaken Classic, where the theme matches, but then again the colorway doesn't necessarily match. Now for the shorty, I still feel like the Hive Mind shorty from the Battle Pass is the best option in terms of like matching. But then again, you could also go with the only shorty, the white blue version. And then for the Frenzy skin, I feel like you just have to go with the Dark Elder Flame Frenzy. This looks beautiful in terms of colorway, in terms of theme. I feel like this is a perfect match, and I don't think there's any other Frenzy that goes with him. For the Ghost, you have two options. First of all, his own Ghost, obviously his contract Ghost. But then if you don't want to use that, you could also go with the Sovereign Ghost, the dark purple colorway. And as far as Sheriff skins go, you have multiple options with Omen. My favorite one, the first one, is the Reaver Sheriff. That one looks awesome with Omen. The Singularity Sheriff, also a pretty good match with Omen in terms of colorway. It just looks beautiful. But then again, if you want to go full budget, you could go with the Sylvanas Sheriff. That one also matches this entire theme. Next up, we have the Stinger, and for the Stinger, we have two options, right? First of all, we have the Sovereign Stinger, the dark purple colorway. That one looks awesome. But again, the budget version, just like we had on the Sheriff, the Sylvanas Stinger, is also a pretty good match. My favorite Spectre skin for Omen is the Singularity Spectre, just because it has sound effects and animations compared to the Spline Spectre, but you could also use that one. It really looks good with him. Again, you could also go with the Forsaken Spectre just because of the theme, but I feel like the colorway just doesn't match. For the Bucky skin, I feel like there's not one single skin that really matches him, but you could go with the Prime Bucky, the green version, and also the white Oni Bucky just because of the colorways, not necessarily because the theme is matching. Next one is pretty obvious. You just have to go with the Elder Flame Judge, the dark colorway, because there is not any other Judge skin that really looks good with Omen. And for the Bulldog, you really only have one option, the Glitch Pop Bulldog blue version. I really don't think that the theme with Omen and Glitch Pop matches, just like I said before, but the colorway does. So yeah, the Glitch Pop Bulldog is the only one. Next up, the Guardian skin, and this one is pretty obvious, right? We have to go with the Reaver Guardian here. But for all the people who don't like the Reaver skin, you could also use the purple Sovereign Guardian. Vandal, also pretty obvious. I mean, you just have to go with the Reaver Vandal, but if you are sick and tired of the Reaver skins, the Elder Flame Vandal is also a pretty sick option for Omen. And as far as Phantom skins goes, my favorite is the Singularity Phantom, just because again, it has animations and sound effects compared to the Spline Phantom, for example, but that one also looks pretty good. And the third option again would be pretty budget with the Sylvanas Phantom. The Marshal really only has one good looking match for Omen, and that's the Sovereign Marshal, the purple colorway. But the Operator skin has multiple options. First of all, my favorite, the Reaver Operator, pretty obvious. But then again, if you don't want to use that, the Spline Operator is always a good match for Omen. I just hate the lack of animations and sound effects. The Elder Flame Operator, obviously also a perfect match. This one looks awesome, and the Elder Flame Operator, in my opinion, the best Operator skin in the game. And just like on the Phantom, the Sylvanas Operator would be the budget option here. Now next up for the Arrow skin, I feel like the Singularity Arrows is the go-to Arrow skin if you had to choose one. But if you have the Hive Mind Arrows from the Battle Pass, you could also use that one. I feel like this one is literally just a budget Singularity. And last up for the Odin skin, I feel like you have two options. First of all, the Glitch Pop Odin blue version, and then the Prime Odin, the green version. Both of them don't really fit his theme, but then again, the colorways somewhat go together with him. So yeah, that's the two Odin skins that I personally use. And yeah, that's it for all the Omen skins, guys. Let me know what you think about this loadout, and also which agent you want to see next week. I feel like many people want to see Reyna, so we might as well just do her next week. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching, and I catch you on the next one.